Bluff City Media presents The Anthony Sain Show with your host, Anthony Sain. Now, let's get to the show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain, here with my guy, man, Kenny Stubblefield, on the other side of the worldwide interwebs.
Let's go.
What's going on, my guy? Straight out of Collierville.
Straight out of Collierville, baby.
Yeah. Oh, man. What's up, my guy? What's up with you, man?
Man, it's a beautiful day. It has been a good day, and I am so excited about this show, man. I can't tell you how pumped I am.
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. We were talking being sports dads a little bit earlier. Gabe, of course, out. I have a medical update for Gabe. You were talking about Sailor when the show first started. Had her first game of the season. Shout out to the Dragons, right? Collierville?
West Collierville Middle School Dragons, baby.
Yeah, don't play with
First
them, man.
game of the
They ain't
year,
playing at all,
man.
because they're not playing with y'all, so don't play with them. I'm sure they got that big boy dub. They are a superstar team out here in the city, beating the hell out of everybody in the middle school girls volleyball ranks. Being the official volleyball of the city, man. I got to come out and check my girl out, man, for sure.
Yep.
But Kenny also got the update on Gabe. I'm gonna go over there real fast. Went to the doctor yesterday, got a follow-up treatment, got the cast taken off, and had to put another cast on to make sure his arm is in there straight.
Is it a hard cast or is it a soft cast?
He's in a hard cast. They say he's gonna be in a hard cast about 2 or 3 more weeks. Probably 3 weeks in the soft cast, and then we'll go from there. Me and his mom have different opinions on how the rest of the season should be handled in the event that 2032 multi-sport athlete Gabe Sain is able to participate in that. She was saying that mentally he might just need to just take the whole time off. I'm saying leave it to the doctors and the coaches and Gabe.
Leave
which
it to
means
Gabe.
if he's able to play, he'll play, in my opinion. But me and his mom are on different opinions when it comes down to that part. Because I was like, I'm just going to go out there now with a cast, so you'll be okay.
That's her baby, man. You gotta.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Well, Kenny, typically when the show gets ready to start, I get hyped off the music. All of our music is an interpretation of Aubrey Graham's music. There's no music that's owned by copyrights to Universal Music Group or OVO, any of those type of things. These songs are a tribute to an interpretation of interpolation of songs that are in the mode of one Aubrey Graham, and I take pride in the music. It hype me up, all those type of things before I listen to the show. But today I feel judged, Kenny Stubblefield, because I got somebody with a real ear for music, man, a true legend when it comes down to music, and not just music, but Memphis music and what should be on podcasts and all those type of things. Now, like I said, the brother, he can judge, but let's he got something he want to drop off, MP3 file he want to leave behind. You know what I mean? Hey, I don't want to hear, you know what I'm saying? But this guy's a true legend. I talk about people that are bearers of light in the city of Memphis. This man is definitely that. Ken, I went to outer space about a month ago, man. I don't know if I told you that, man.
No, you didn't tell me.
And those of you who do not know what outer space is, it is the recording studio, this multi-purpose recording studio that is a part of Unapologetic, which is more than a record label. It's more than just a clothing brand. It's more than anything you want to put on it. And we have the founder of that organization now, my man James IMAKEMADBEATS Dukes is in the building. Mask on y'all, man. He ain't got the mask on y'all today, man.
No mask today.
Man, my guy. Hey, this is a guy, man. This brother energy been pulling on me forever, man. And
God.
His PR publicist, me and her go way back to like high school, been friends forever. And she reached out like, man, I want you to come take a tour of Unapologetic and come check out outer space. I said, outer space? What kind of weed y'all niggas smoking? Shit. I'm like,
he's like, sign me up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, when it comes down to the music industry, somebody say, I'm going to take you out of space. No, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't know what y'all I got going on. So they invited me over, man. And I sat down with James and had just a one-on-one, man. Just an amazing brother, amazing story. Just doing some great things here in the city of Memphis. And they're celebrating 10 years. Their 10-year anniversary, Kenny Stubblefield. Bring that graphic up. Yep. Awesome event. We're going to talk about this the entire interview. Unapologetic 10, man. The celebration of 10 years of turning vision into movement. No blueprint, no lane. Just belief, discipline, and bold ideas. This one is for everyone who helped build it. That's August 16th from 5 to 10 p.m. at Memphis Made Brewing and Kenny. Guess how much it costs to get up in that joint, man?
I see that sign. I love
my
it.
kind of price, man. $0.00. Yeah, James, you've been doing some amazing things in the music realm, man, the production realm.
Man, thank you.
Being a unapologetic stoner myself, take me there, man. When I'm in that vibe, I want to stay there, man. I'm like, oh yeah, this shit is a vibe. Like, you are an amazing producer, bro.
Thank you.
You do some great work. You've done some great things. What are you talking about? Stuff for different TV networks or movie scores, all these type of things. Things that people don't even know are going on in the city of Memphis, right? We all know about, the traditional Memphis sound, but you're doing things on a whole nother vibe that a lot of people may not know about. So I started to ask you this: what is Unapologetic for those who don't understand, and why is it so important that you created this movement that Unapologetic is?
Yeah, man. First, I just want to say it's an honor to be here. Like, it truly an honor to be here, man. I can't express that enough. Man, Unapologetic is a creative storytelling label. Like, that's and it took me about 10 years to come to that sentence. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, it is a lot of times when I try to explain what it is, people don't really get it. So you got to use familiar terms, right? You got to say things like record label. You got to say things like storytelling. So that way people can be, oh, okay, I know it. Yeah, okay, yeah. But it's really something that I've never seen before. And so we just had to figure out what we were going to call it. But in short, what we do and how we're built is that we're an ecosystem of creativity, right? So 2015, when I started Unapologetic, I believed I had this crazy idea that the music industry doesn't exist anymore, right? What exists now is the creative industry, right? And the general idea was this, right? The lumber industry they get the majority of their money from selling lumber, right? The clothing industry gets the majority of their money from selling clothes. The music industry does not get the majority of its money from selling music, right? The music industry is dependent on other industries, right? So what are artists selling now? They're selling clothes, right? They're doing brand and partnership with other companies. Essentially, they're selling the idea of themselves, right? They're selling events, right? They're selling images, right? And so Unapologetic is this ecosystem of all of those things. Excuse me. It's essentially me saying that the music can't live alone anymore. So why not just build the world that the music needs into this one thing? And we're going to call it Unapologetic because I firmly believe with 1 million new artists every day on Spotify, the only way you compete for people's time and attention is to be authentically and unapologetically yourself. Knowing who you are, right, with depth is key to you standing out in today's industry.
All right, man, for sure, man. One of your kind of taglines, one of the things that you build Unapologetic on is the phrase of "Here is where vulnerability becomes art and weird becomes genius." What exactly does that mean to you?
Man, I was just rethinking about this and realizing how much that phrase still is just as important as it was when I first came up with it. Let's tackle the first part where vulnerability becomes art, right? The general idea is this, right? If you're an accountant or you work in construction, you work with your hands, you can tuck away your vulnerabilities, your emotions, your traumas. You can put that in a box, put that to the side and get to work and be effective, right? In fact, your manager might ask you to do that. He might say, hey, shut up with all that. Whatever you're going through, put that away. We need to do this accounting or we need to do this construction, right? Okay, art is different, right? Art, you have to carry those things with you into that job, right? Right? Like you need your vulnerabilities, your emotions, your traumas. All of these things will help you design art, right? And that's not an easy thing to do at times, right? Keeping your vulnerabilities in your pocket or in your hand or on your chest or on your shoulder, sometimes that can be explosive, right? It can be, because we're all, even as adults, we're learning to deal with ourselves every day, right? Well, that's the challenge of an artist. And so I believe that vulnerability becomes art, right? And then I think, and to put it simply, whatever someone called you weird for, that's your genius. That's it. Go, everybody, go back to your childhood. Think about what somebody called you weird for. Whatever that is, you now have a choice. Now that you recognize that, you have a choice. You can let the world suppress it, or you can let that thing take you to the next level. That's your choice. All of us have something, right? And I'm here to tell you, at Unapologetic, your weird becomes genius.
Man, that's cold.
I love that. Right, I have a question for you on the business side of things. 2015 is when Unapologetic started. You're celebrating 10 years of existence. This I forgot the date. Let me see the date one more time. Where is it? There it is. On what day is it again? I can't see. August 16th. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Sorry about that. It feels like to me, especially with the music side of things, 2015 was around the time that the music industry completely changed, right? It went from kind of physical CD sales to touring. That's how artists kind of got their shit off. That's how they got that and did their thing. Streaming became popular. All these Spotify, Apple Music, all this kind of stuff. The way that artists could make a living off of their weirdness, off of their vulnerability. How has Unapologetic kind of navigated those waters throughout the last 10 years as you've kind of built this business in a brand new age of the music industry, of art, of creativity, of all those things?
Yeah, I think so. There's been eras of that, right? Because the music industry changes. It's changed since we've been on this podcast. Like it changes every 30 seconds. You know, so I would say in the beginning, right, I got my freedom to say I am finally a professional musician through the world of sync and license, right? So I have a lot of stuff placed in TV, film, commercials, all of that stuff. And once I began to do that in a way to where I got more of the check than any sort of middleman or sync house or whatever, that's when my life began to change, right? And I realized that, like, at the time, again, right around 2015, like when I would bring this up, it would still be an unknown thing, right? Like, so like now every artist on planet Earth is like, how do I get my stuff on TV?
My publishing, right? What's my publishing? What's my,
absolutely right. But in 2015, I would say that, and people would look at me like I was crazy for not trying to get beats to Drake, right? Or not trying to get beats to whoever was popping. If I'm a hip hop producer, I need to be doing that. That's the only way to move, right? Meanwhile, I'm getting checks every 3 months from a Burger King commercial, from an Olympics, thing, from a DC shoes thing, from a Samsung thing, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's changing my life. That's giving me the ability to say, wait a minute, I'm no longer surviving. I can actually plan the future of my life, right? Because I have passive income now. So in the beginning, Unapologetic was focused on that, right? And to some extent, we still are. We never stopped that. We still do that, But I think as we grew and we recognized how important it was to give this an idea. What I mean by that is, like, I'm so glad I did not call this like, James Duke's Records or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the reason why is because, because the label has a built-in idea, right? It allows for brands and other companies to buy into that idea, right? So yes, we make music, we do photo, we do videos, we throw events, we got merchandise, we have all of those things. But the most valuable thing we have is the idea that we want to be unapologetically ourselves, and brands can buy into that if they want to promote or market being unapologetically yourself. Meaning, we set ourselves up for brand partnerships at a high level, right? So now companies who want to appear progressive, who want to empower people to be authentic, et cetera, they're going to look at Unapologetic and say, hey, yo, we should reach out to them guys. We should do something with those guys, right? We should somehow involve us. And that's when we learned the lesson that businesses pay more money than fans, right? And we were like, wait a minute. B2B sets us up for more time to think, right? B2C, which is directly to fans, people who want to buy shirts, people who want to come to events, like that was a great engine to start it off. But the second engine was like, okay, cool, like, but I want to start working identity-wise with more companies. Yeah. Right. And that's when we took revenue to the next level.
Yeah.
Right. And then ever since then, it's just been a boxing match of those two ideas. Now we're working with Google, and last year we worked with the PGA, and
man, it's crazy, bro.
That's so wild.
Yeah, and we're just continuing to do all that.
Memphis, bro. People don't even know, like, for real, like he's totally torn down the walls of what Memphis music is or what the Memphis sound is, and I think that's absolutely incredible, man. And James, when it comes down to music, how people consume it, people consume music different ways. Some people say the best way to listen to music is in a nightclub, or the best way is in the car with the speakers loud. When I listen to your music, I like to be at the house, AirPods in, just leave me alone. Because it's like the intricacies of your music, man. It's almost like you can see it. Now, I just said earlier in the show, I might be fresh off a blunt when I'm listening to your show. I don't know if it's just that, but like I can see your music. Like I can, when I'm listening to it, man, it's like it's 3D, like for real. So with that being said, when you have an idea for a track, or I want to piece this with this, are you hearing things in your head? Are you seeing things? Or are you feeling things? What is it? Or a combination?
It's a combination for sure. I'll say this, like that ingredients list for when I first started to make music has changed over time, right? That's why I'm so in love with music, is that it's a new thing every day. Right. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be discovering music, and it's going to feel like the first day every day. But to answer your question directly, I usually have, so I like to score. I used to live in Manhattan for a while, and I used to wear my earbuds in. I would just walk around Manhattan trying to score everything I saw. So you look to your right, and it's like somebody about to get into a fight at a deli. Right.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Somebody speaking a different language. Somebody doesn't understand the language, but they about to fight. Right. I'm looking at that, and then I'm on my iPod, like, all right, let me pull up MOP. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so I have always been a fan of scoring the moment.
Yeah.
And then you learn the science of that, right? So you learn like what kind of chords, what kind of progressions have certain emotions attached to them. Right. And so now when I sit down to make music, I'm pulling from a library of approaches to try to convey an emotion I just felt. Right? Yeah. Sometimes it's uncertainty, sometimes it's pensiveness, sometimes it's like comedy. Sometimes a lot of times I'm making music now that feels curious. I love curiosity. Right? I love the magic moment, like you're watching Back to the Future and and then Marty's like, wait a minute. Things like that, I love. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just trying to convey every emotion and idea that I have. My first instrumental album was called Better Left Unsaid, because I had the belief that I could say everything I needed to say without words. And that's what I try to do when I sit down and make music.
No, real talk. Because I ain't gotta hear no words. Like the man music is, for sure.
It's a story. What does Memphis sound like when you're walking around Memphis? What does Memphis sound like compared to Manhattan? What does Memphis sound like to you?
Yo, that's a great question, and I have some new data for that too. So, okay. There's obviously Memphis is a bit slower and darker, right? So a bit slower and darker, a bit more stutter steppy. You know what I'm saying? I find Memphis is much more broken chords, right? Much more, flat sevenths, and like, I don't want to go too deep into theory or whatever, but
I love it. You're already out there. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And honestly, not as pretty, right? Yeah, not as pretty, not as high frequency, not as vivid, Now I want to say though, like I think everything I just said, I think every genre can fit in that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm not limiting that to like Memphis rap. You know what I'm saying? Like I think funk can fit in that. I think soul can fit in that. I think any sort of genre bending or genre combining, you know, combination of music can fit in that too, you know.
Mhm.
But it's been a minute since I walked around with the AirPods in Memphis. I gotta go back to the reason why I said I got new data on that. We just did a song with Project Pat on Ontario's 5, right? And I was in Harlem when we dropped the single for that. So I'm in New York playing the most Memphis stuff. Shout out to my guy C Mage who produced it. You know what I'm saying? And that was such a crazy feeling because it was like listening to that, it made Harlem Memphis. Like I felt like I was here.
Yeah.
Damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's so dope, man.
It's such powerful music, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we listen. I know you. We haven't seen each other in a long time.
Yeah.
But me and you grew up in the same neighborhood together back in the day.
Yeah.
Shout out Sherwood Elementary. Shout out Briar Rose. Shout out all that area.
Yeah.
You went from being a hooper, Anthony. He's a hooper, making ball. His ass
man, it's all here. I figured he could hoop. Yeah,
making
for sure.
ball for real.
Yeah.
To now, like when growing up in that area of off Getwell over off Sherwood Elementary, how did you get into this? Like, how did you get into music?
Yeah.
What was your initial start?
Yeah, so I went to Sherwood Elementary. My grandma lived, you know, walking distance from Sherwood Elementary,
right,
on a street called Toby Lane.
Yep.
Which was, you know, you instead of heading towards Quince and East Memphis, you had the opposite direction down roads. It turns into Barron.
Right.
That's where my grandma lived, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I lived a little bit further down Barron in Orange Mound, right?
Yep.
So I spent a lot of time in between those two neighborhoods because it's all walking distance. Like you said, like this is all, you didn't need a bike. Yeah, no. You could just walk. Yeah. You know, it's in the Mound, everybody was listening to whatever tape Paul dropped, you know what I'm saying? Mystic Styles, whatever, volume 14 to 4 to 83, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and a lot of 8 Ball and MJG, Lil Blunt and Indo G, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that happening in the Mound, you know. I have to mention my big brother, Zarism. Tarek is his real name. We call him Zar. You know, he really was my introduction into him and my dad. They were both extremely passionate about music, right? They were that way first, right? And when you're a little brother, you have no choice but to soak all of this in. You know what I'm saying? Now I have to say though, my mother is a Guyanese woman, so she's South American. She was raised partly in Guyana, which is just north of Brazil, and then partly in England. She had her first child in Canada, my oldest brother, Ronell, and then she had her next 2 children, Tarek and myself, here in the United States. I'm saying all that to say my mom is an international woman, right? And so I didn't grow up with her here in Memphis, but when we would go and visit her, man, it was like visiting the world.
Oh, wow.
Right? Like complete culture.
So you were raised by your dad?
I was raised by my dad here in Memphis.
Okay.
And then, you know, during the summer times, we would go and visit her. And, you know, she would live on the East Coast, sometimes in DC, Maryland, and in New York. Right? And, you know, when I would go there, like just imagine being in Memphis, you eating grits and biscuits every day, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You know, you're living the Memphis life, right? Yeah. And then you get on the airplane, and now I'm surrounded by Trinidadians, people from Barbados, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a neighborhood in New York that is completely West Indian, Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you turn on the radio and all I'm hearing is Keith Murray, DMX, like, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Which was like the biggest thing to me when I was a kid. Like,
oh, we could tell. I say this guy had to be a Wu-Tang fan. Like,
it had to be.
Yeah,
Had to be.
yeah. So many things. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and so, you know, I lived in both worlds. You know, I loved them both. You know, it was kind of, I'm gonna be honest, like it was kind of sad though, because in both worlds there was criticism for the other world.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So, and when I'm down here and I'm listening to Wu-Tang, I'm listening to Pete Rock, I'm listening to whoever, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that ain't bumping, you know what I'm saying?
Where's that 8-ball? Where's that
project? Especially riding the school bus. Once I got in middle school and high school, like, man, I was hoping nobody was asking me what I was listening to. Please don't ask me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dreaded that moment. But then also in New York, right? Like, I would be in New York, I would be somewhere on the East Coast, you know, and like I remember vividly explaining like, to people, and I remember specifically being like explaining when the hi-hat would go like the triplet part. People just thought that was like, what is that? That's some y'all ride horses down there. People thought I lived on a dirt road in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead serious. I'd be like, bro, Memphis is a real. We have Walmart and McDonald's. Like, what are y'all talking about? You know what I'm saying? People thought I lived on dirt roads, fam. Like, you know. And so it was kind of, and that's when I realized, like, the way I'm different is that I'm all of these things. That's the different thing. It's that I didn't choose a side. Right? Like, whenever they said, yo, you got to be one thing or the other, I must have been sick that day. I missed out on that scenario.
Yeah, man. Man, that is so dope, man. Well, this is my guy, James.
I have one last question. I'm sorry, dude. I got more questions. Why every creative's dream is to go, like, I want to go start my business in New York, right? I want to go to LA. I want to go to all these big major market cities. Why did you decide to start Unapologetic in Memphis? Like, why did you come back and do it here instead of in New York?
Absolutely. So I'll just say this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I one of my favorite things that I joke about now. So I lived in New York for many years, but I had to come back to Memphis to end up in the New York Times, right? I was in the New York Times from Memphis, not when I was in New York. And I joke about that because to me, that is emblematic of when you find purpose, right? Like, dominoes fall for you in a different way when you're following your purpose. And I'm a very purpose-driven guy. I think that I am placed in certain positions for a reason. And, you know, that's why I end up starting something like Unapologetic. It was knowing that whatever I had learned in New York and abroad, that it means more here than it does there. It was knowing that 16-year-old James is still out there, right? And, you know, and 16-year-old James thought he was the only person like this in the whole city. You know what I'm saying? He had no idea that there were others. Big shout out to IMC, right? Big shout out to a lot of the other musicians in this city who were daring to be inspired by the world, right? And, you know, I could have attempted this in New York. Absolutely. You know, but it wouldn't have meant as much to me. Like, this is where I grew up. This is where I want to build something that I hope has real change associated with it. I hope that, you know, as things in Memphis move forward, I just wanted to do my part. When I came back here and I saw the way Orange Mound looked versus the way the surrounding neighborhoods looked, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be super real. As soon as you cross them tracks and go over to Midtown, I saw all that development. And then I come back to the mound, and this, man, it was looking rough. It was looking worse than when I was growing up there. And it wasn't pretty. You know what I'm saying? I knew that, like, yo, I gotta build something here, man.
Man, I got one final question for you. This is, of course, my guy James. I Make Mad Beats. Dukes from Unapologetic.
Yeah.
James, a passion project that this is where I really heard about you for the first time was when you purchased the property out in Orange Mound at the old United Equipment Tower.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know where you at with that, but bro, I'm ready if you get that job going. Cause I've been inside, I've been in outer space, and I've seen what it is. I can just imagine what you got up your sleeve with this building. Are you still on that? And if so, tell us where you are with that and what you ultimately want to do in that area.
Absolutely. No. That's a development that won't die. I'll just say this, man. Like, I think the whole country is dealing with a lot of economic issues right now. Philanthropy, the way money is going right now, investment, it's tough out here, man. And I'm gonna be super real, especially if what you're doing has anything tied to being black.
Yep.
Like, you seen what's going on. Everything, black pilots are being called DEI pilots now. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And so, anything that's like that's the thing about it, is that development is excruciatingly black. It's in the first neighborhood built for them by black folks. The developers are black folks. The owners are black, right? And we're trying to build it to help build a black neighborhood, right? Yeah. And things have just gotten particularly interesting with all things happening in DC, aka no, big shout out to DC. Let me not shout out DC. With all things happening in the Oval Office, it's become interesting. But no, we're still on the case. We're still on the path.
Yeah, man.
Everybody going nowhere. I'll tell you one thing that I am not, and that's a quitter. Like, that's how you make it to 10 years, right? You take punches, you get back up, and you keep going.
Facts. But bro, when you open it up, hey, it's like me, man. I gotta be up in that joint.
I got you, Philly.
Whatever. Hey, Bluff City Media is wide open to you, man. Whatever you need, whatever you want, whatever we can do to help, bro. Like, for real, we love what you got, what you're doing over there with Unapologetic, man. Love everything about what you have going on. So,
man, for sure,
love to be a part of it.
This is my guy, man.
Thank you so much,
my guy, James. I make mad beats Dukes, founder of Unapologetic. Unapologetic 10 coming up this weekend, August the 16th. Memphis Made Brewing Company, 5 to 10 p.m. Absolutely free, man. Come out and celebrate this brother, man, who has an insane vision for the city. Man, like I said, just letting y'all know it's okay to be weird, man, because your genius is in your weirdness, man, for sure.
It is.
I was in school, I used to eat glue, man. Look at me now.
Look at you now. Look at you now.
I don't know what they got to do with that, man.
Look at you now.
Let's go.
All right, man. All right, Jay, take care, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for sure. Something else that is unapologetic and also authentically Memphis, Kenny, is our good friends at Grade A Pest Control. They out here at my house right now, man. They out here at my house right now, man. I seen a gentleman in my backyard. I almost had to pull that thing out, Kenny. But I took another look. This is my guy Reggie, man, for Grade A Pest Control. Check him out, man. 20 years of experience here in the city of Memphis. He worked in sales management in the corporate world for years before deciding to come help you with your pest control needs of your home. Local born and raised, like I said, it's a homegrown business, man, by a local Memphian. He is committed to excellence by applying human and pet-friendly products that are safe and highly efficient to meet your pest needs. Kenny, like I said, I found the second visitor on the trap, Kenny.
Did you?
This particular visitor was real small, and he was already dead. Like, he wasn't fighting. So I'm gonna give it Reggie to see, did he get some of that bait? You know what I'm saying? Did he down the trap? Like, what you think was going on? I'm sure he got an answer for me. I can't talk to him right now. I'm gonna talk to him when I go to commercial break, which is probably the first time ever anybody that's endorsed the company and then asked him about the services during the commercial break. Might be the first time ever. So run the commercials one more time, Kenny, while I go out at my guy. But we about to take a break, man. When we come back, it's gonna be more than Anthony Sain show. See you guys in a minute.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
All the best golfers in the world, 69 of the top 70 in the world, are coming here for the FedEx St. Jude Championship.
I'm disappointed in Rory.
Rory's not here. Yeah, he's the one that decided not to come because he does not like children.
I don't know.
You don't know about that?
I don't know. That's not right. I'm not going that far, but like any other sport, or we talk about
hates puppies too.
that as professionals, we have a job to do, and you have a responsibility to the game. It doesn't bode well for the game, for your top player to just
skip a playoff event.
Skip the first leg of it and just like, I'm good.
I don't need it.
I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Look, the Lakers, they have Luka. Luka's a top 3, top 5 at worst player in the entire world. But they're just not built for long term yet.
Right.
Now, could we?
Could they be? Could they be? Absolutely. Right.
Could they ship LeBron out and start working towards the future? Absolutely. But you look right now at the Spurs. I just look at that team and go, they are so built. Like, there's no team that's better built for the future.
No.
If Dylan Harper,
oh my gosh,
if he is able to do what Stephon Castle did, then we can look at them like we're looking at the Thunder right now. And that's what the Spurs are doing. They're building very similarly to the way the Thunder built through the draft, making the right decisions. So for me, hands down, it's the Spurs.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
The 5 NBA players under 25 who already need a trade. G.G. Jackson was firmly planted on this list.
Of all the young people that are on this roster, he's the one I want to hold on to the most.
One of these dudes that I would hold on to the longest, it's Gigi. It's without a doubt.
You just don't find players with that size, speed, length ratio, athleticism.
Yep.
Like they're just not made. And I like Gigi the person.
Yeah.
I think Gigi's biggest detriment was that he was young.
Yes.
And
yes.
I believe that you have to kind of struggle with Gigi as he grows up, and you, instead of tossing him out and sending him to somewhere like
Phoenix.
Toronto,
I read something that said Phoenix. It was like Nick Richards in 2 seconds. And I was like, get the hell out of here.
No, like I don't want any part of that.
Tune into The Daily Grind with your host, Luke Hatmaker, every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. live on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Literally right around the corner, the Grizzlies are about to go start training camp, and then all the buzz is going to be. I think this is one of the more important seasons that we've had in a long time. The expectations have kind of fallen a lot. Like they're like, if you went over there and looked at FanDuel and looked at who to win the championship, at one point the Grizzlies were under the Pelicans as a favorite.
Oh, wow.
And so I think this has a big opportunity for this fan base, that if for some reason this team can, rally around Ja and Jaren, and honestly, Ja just stay healthy, Jaren get healthy, Edie get healthy. I really think this is a team that, with everything that's, around the city, with they're trying to build up the downtown, they're trying to get people back in. This could be one of the more important seasons of franchise and the city's future going forward.
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Sain show. I was like, I wouldn't break too long. That's just all right, we done.
All right,
just said I'm through.
Give us an update.
Oh, what's up? Oh, yeah. Just got through talking to my guy Reggie from Grade A Pest Control. Man, basically said you finding that baby was a good thing. He said that with it being a baby like that was already dead on the trap, that means that's a result of his ate some bait and it died on the trap. He said that's 100% why. And he said that's a good thing. He said, I put you some bait in your backyard. He said all that bait is gone. He said that's probably what you're seeing. He said I put some up in your attic as well. And he said, man, you shouldn't have many issues at all. He said when you find little babies like that dead on a trap that ain't fighting, that means he just went on to glory.
Went on to glory. Go to the light.
Yeah, he said that's a good thing. But he just said this area that with the woods back there, there's gonna always be something you gotta stay on top of. He said, but he said y'all in a good place right now. And he said he'll continue to come out and check us out, man. It's my people, man. My guy Reggie from Grade A Pest Control got me straight over here in the Sain household, man. For sure. But yeah, shout out to my guy James Dukes again. Hey, where the United Equipment Tower is in Orange Mound, man, out there in that that Park Avenue Airways Lamar area. That man gonna have. I'm telling you, man, that man gonna have Black Crosstown Concourse, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man, Junk will be all the chain. Hey, he's a dude, man. He's got. I'm telling you, man. I took a tour inside outer space. I was like, man, this joint is off the chain, bro. Like for real. Like he's got. His studio is a studio where Isaac Hayes used to shoot South Park from.
So crazy,
right? I was like, it's off the chain. Hayes got in there. But Kenny, it is time for. Before I get into that, man. Someone else who's been a pillar, of course, in the Memphis community for a long time, doing the unimaginable, Kenny Stubblefield, unapologetically as well. Talk about storytellers, right? My good friends at Trilogy Tattoos, 27 years in the business, doing their thing in the city of Memphis, man, owned by my guy, Richie Jarvis, who's probably in the comments right now. No, he was in Denver or something like that this weekend. Hey, I wonder why he was in Denver, Kenny, of all states, right?
There's two things,
of all
probably.
cities.
Great golf.
And man grown, man. Forget his business. But the perfect music to listen to while visiting Denver would be something from my guy James Dukes over at Unapologetic, man, for sure. But if you want somebody to tell your story, you want to listen to music that's a story, listen to something from Unapologetic. And if you want there's someone to tell your story, will be the good people at Trilogy Tattoos, man. Award-winning tattoo artists, award-winning piercers. They've been doing their thing in Memphis for 27 years out there on Highland, man. Go on their website today, trilogytattoosmemphis.com. Book an appointment with our people at Trilogy Tattoos. Kenny, it's time for the three-pointer. We're talking about three things going on in the world of sports, man. Let's get to it. Kenny Stubblefield, I did not see this story coming, man. We're going to go to number 2 first. And switch the order up. We're going to go to number 2. I did not see this coming. Sha'Carri Richardson issues an odd apology after a domestic incident with her boyfriend in the airport. I don't know if you have the actual video of them.
I do.
In the airport. We'll show a little bit of that if you don't mind. And then we'll you got her apology too?
Yep.
Yeah, that's her and her boyfriend right there. Yeah, right there in the middle.
both
gonna
of them
start
are
getting physical with
Olympic track runners.
Yeah,
both,
they're Olympic athletes. Yeah, so she's hitting them, pushing them. Yeah, some other little things. For the sake of time, I just get like once she gets one good push in. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, we could come off of that. But there was, that kind of continued for a little bit, and I'm sure she was getting loud with him, all those type of things. Not sure what the brother did, but regardless of that, I'll just say this and I'll get off of it, man. You got some of the apology too?
I do.
The apology is kind of weird. Yeah, let's play the apology. It's weird, man.
Carrie, and more than anything, definitely a lot of self-reflection, a lot of understanding of not only putting myself in a compromised situation, but somebody that I have a deep care and appreciation for as well is something that holding myself accountable. I see myself, I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but give myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, and not allowing this moment, but accepting this moment to be more. And so my only thing is I want to be more, not even just for myself, for my family, for my fans, and overly appreciate y'all supporting me and showing up and even holding me accountable to being my best self. So more than anything, I refuse to run away, but not refuse to run, but I refuse to run away, but face everything that comes to me head on, because everything on the other side is greater, but you got to go through in order to get there. So I'm Sha'Carri, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and one love, much love. And
now, Sha'Carri, my girl, man, I pull for, whatever she got going on. Yeah. She got disqualified from the Olympics for marijuana being in her system, and I talked about how much BS that was on another show I had at one time, but man, she still didn't apologize. It was still all about her, like she's going through something. Like, no, man, that was crazy. Like that was, and like Chet says, I forgive you, Sha'Carri. It's my girl. I ain't gonna lie, it's my girl. It's hard to be mad at her, but man, like you can't.
Tesh also says she fine though. I think that was.
Man, Tesh horny as hell, man. This dude out of here, man. Hey, I hate it for her though. Hey, I tell you, man, Indian women and black women, bro. Indian men and black women, bro. Hey, I'm telling you. No, but it's just, you just can't be in that situation, man. And
yeah, it's tough.
You can't be out here can't be putting your hands on nobody, men on women on men. And her apology was just strange. Like, it's like she was talking about, it's like she just cut a TikTok video or something. It didn't really come off like she really felt like she did anything wrong. I don't know.
It's got to be tough to be in a public. It's got to be tough being a public figure and have to like look into a camera and apologize like for something. Especially, it seems like Christian Coleman, her boyfriend, and he's basically saying, "Man, it was a misunderstanding. Charges shouldn't have been pressed. The problem was that it was in the airport, right? Like, and I think that
all out in public,
and so, that apology didn't feel as weird to me as I thought it was going to. Honestly, like I thought
strange to me, bro.
Did it feel strange to you? Like,
yeah, because I'm like, you ain't saying nothing. It's like she's just kind of playing about it. Like, yeah, y'all keep pulling for me while I'm going through this. I'm like, you ain't going through nothing. Like you beat up on this man in the airport for? Like, oh, because if that was a dude, man, doing that to a girl.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about kicking this dude out of whatever he's in forever, for life.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of crazy, bro. Yeah, that didn't hit me right. That didn't hit me well at all, Kenneth Stonefield. Number 2, the NBA announced some key games coming up.
Yep.
I think that when you see the games that are coming up, man, we were talking about Peacock announcing their games, the NBC, they did the old NBA Jam, but not the original NBA Jam. A lot of people don't remember this. There was an NBA Jam that was like, that was infused with NBA on NBC stuff.
Right.
It was like one of the later versions they came out with. And it wasn't as cold as the original NBA Jam. But they did that version of the game and hooked that up to the promotion to promote the games that are going on over there. ESPN did a promo for their games.
Yeah.
Who's the other company? Amazon did a promo. I love it. I'm loving seeing the NBA in these new places, man. And I like the games, bro. Like pull up some of the key matchups. You can start
so opening night games are
opening night. Yeah.
The Rockets versus the Thunder. What a phenomenal matchup that's going to be.
Yep. KD goes to the trophy ceremony, the ring ceremony.
Right.
Yeah, but of course you gotta get Lakers and Warriors. You know you gotta do it. They can't get enough of it. This might be the last one. Kenny, so they gotta.
Then the next big slate of games are on Christmas Day.
Yep. I don't mind these games, bro. I do not mind these games at all. And for the people crying about the Grizzlies, we gotta. This is the year to prove that you're ready for next year, maybe, but nah.
Right.
We're not gonna be in this slate. Cleveland against New York. I like that. We get a good Knicks team. The Knicks are in there every year anyway. They're actually good this year. Yeah, so they're good. So that's gonna be a good game against Cleveland. Spurs against OKC is gonna be a good one for sure. Dallas Golden State Warriors, man. I don't think Dallas is gonna be that good this year. Rockets Lakers, of course, and Minnesota and Denver. I like all those. I think it's a nice slate of games. Nice slate of games, bro.
And then here are the Martin Luther King Jr. Day games.
I don't even want to put this up here. These are all the black versus white market games. I don't know if y'all picked up on it.
Hold on. Let's test this out. Milwaukee versus Atlanta.
Yes.
Oklahoma City versus Cleveland. Yes. Dallas versus New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boston versus Detroit is the biggest one.
The ultimate.
Hey, bro, that's just trash to be that playing in that game too, bro.
What if Memphis?
What game would have been our time? Well, our time would have been that 2:30 game, right? No, 2:30 Eastern is
2:30 Eastern. It'd been 1:30 is usually when it starts for Memphis.
Okay, yeah, we would have.
We would have been Memphis versus Indiana.
It would have been. It might would have been OKC versus us if we go by the white versus black.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's literally what that is, bro. I might be the only person in the world that's peeped it out, but that is literally white versus black markets. Oh man, we can't afford this racism for shit. But I do like the games, man. I ain't mad at it at all. Number 3, kid, I'm gonna slide out the way on this one, man. I saw this. I said, I got a musician on here, so I know Kitty is gonna be fanboying on that. I got one of the greatest artists in the city. When it comes down to that, I know Kenny gonna be all over there, and you were. So I'm gonna throw you the alley on this one too, man. It's Kenny Summerfield Day. UFC signs a $1 billion deal with Paramount. That shit sound major. I'm gonna let you speak on it, kid.
Man. The UFC, obviously, a newer business. I mean, it's only been around since 1993, and it is completely vaulted itself into, I guess, major prominence in the sports world because they've just been deals upon deals upon deals. They've been with ESPN now for the last, I think 5-6 years, something like that. And basically their model has been kind of like the boxing model, where they will do like certain live events on network, but then their main mode of money making is the pay-per-view. A big conversation in the UFC over the last year has been, now that this ESPN deal is coming to a close, will they re-up with ESPN or will they go somewhere else? It was announced yesterday they're signing a deal with Paramount and all of its streaming services, plus Paramount obviously is associated with CBS. They're going to be on CBS now too. And what the big deal is, Anthony, is that it's a $7.7 billion deal over the next 7 years. So it's $1.1 billion every year to the UFC. And man, it's pretty incredible. Just goes to show how big the UFC is, how mixed martial arts is big in the United States now. But it's moving away from that pay-per-view model that is been the lifeblood for the UFC for a long time. And basically what they're going to be doing is basically what the WWE did with Peacock, right? Where all of their major numbered events are going to be on the Paramount streaming application. And then 4 times a year, Dana White, the CEO of UFC, came out and said they're going to do 4 special events on CBS, the main network of CBS. One of those will be in July, over the July 4th weekend. They're planning on doing a UFC event on the White House lawn.
Yeah, I saw that.
So there's just going to be these super special events they're going to do but they're moving away from the pay-per-view model, which is so it just creates such a much larger footprint, I think, for the UFC in terms of getting their product in front of fans. Their major events are no longer going to be pay-per-view, which is just so wild that streaming and those apps have completely changed the game, right?
Yeah. It's crazy how the same company. This is all TKO, but in a week's time, people are happy about this, about the UFC move, and they're really upset about what the WWE is doing. But they're basically the same company, but their moves are being received totally different.
Well, ESPN. So now that WWE has ESPN has the WWE, will they be going to a pay-per-view model again because ESPN does pay-per-views, or are they going to be kind of doing the same thing that they did with Peacock, where they're like WrestleMania is on Peacock? I could watch 2 days worth of WrestleMania.
Yeah, it'll be the same way, but it's much higher. You know, Netflix is like not Netflix. Peacock is like a $10 app. Right. This ESPN app's like $30 a month. You know what I mean?
Like 30, and it's probably going to go up more than likely.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you got that whole thing. But let's take a look at the FanDuel odds for the next UFC fight, which is UFC 2. What's the number?
319.
319. You got the odds. You got them. There it is.
Right there.
August 19th, Chicago, Illinois. My guy, Khamzat.
I'm going to hear you. I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to give you the name. Go ahead. Do it.
My guy, Khamzat Chimaev.
Nice.
It's minus 215.
Yeah.
And my guy, Drikas, not to be confused with Madrikas, which is one of the blackest names possible. My guy, Drikas Duplessis. You know what I'm saying? The champion, man. Plus 164, man.
So basically, Drikas Duplessis is the champion of the middleweight division, beating everybody. He is South African. Is that why his name is Drake?
So which one's the dude with the beard with no mustache?
That's Khamzat Chimaev.
That's what I get my money on. That's what I get my money on.
This man is a mauler. He mauls people, which is why he's been dominant since he's been in the UFC. He's been dominant. But he's been going through some real severe health issues. Like I'm talking like might not be able to fight anymore, been sick almost to the point of death kind of a deal. He's back and he's fighting Drikas Duplessis, who's the champion, and Khamzat is the favorite right now. He's just a dominant fighter, but Drikas is awesome. Drikas Duplessis is the kind of fighter that doesn't do anything really, really well. He does everything pretty well, and he's a beast. He's just as Zach Kleiman. He's a dog. He's a
grizzly bear. A grizzly bear.
He's a grizzly bear. So yeah, UFC 319 happening this weekend. It will still be pay-per-view because the deal with ESPN's not over. It'll be an ESPN pay-per-view. But in a couple of months, you would be able to see a fight like UFC 319, Khamzat Chimaev versus Drikas Duplessis on Paramount. So big deal.
Yeah, go check it out, man. Also, Kenny, I want to talk about this when we were talking about the NBA. I had some other FanDuel numbers I wanted to throw out as far as some of those opening night numbers. You got those as well?
I don't have those. I didn't have time to get those ready.
Yeah, it's all good. I got you right now, man. We're going to do it like this right here. Hold on. What I do with this junk? Kid? Hold on, God dog. I got that junk, man. Hold on.
Did you send it to me? Let me find it.
I might not got it. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. The spread, Thunder favored by 6.5 points, minus 110. Money line, Thunder minus 255. Total over under 225, minus 110 on the FanDuel. Golden State Warriors, the spread. Lakers are favored by 3.5 points. Shout out Skinny Luka. The money line is Lakers minus 166. So Lakers are favorites in that Golden State matchup. And all because of Skinny Luka and the Thunder, the world champions are favored.
I'm betting on a triple-double for Luka in that first game, bro. I'm throwing a little something down.
Hey, have you been watching any of Luka in the?
I heard he look crazy over there, bro.
So he still has the same game, right? But he's
a little better.
Faster. Yeah, he's faster with it. He's moving. He doesn't look like me trying to hoop. Right?
To me, I don't really think his game needs to change, get no faster, or nothing. I just want him to have the longevity. Like he was so out of shape, he just couldn't play. He just body breaking down on him. So yeah, his style of play is cool. I just want his body to be able to endure longer for sure, man. But
hey, resident WWE guy Roman Cleary for Bluff City Media says WWE are not doing pay-per-views.
What we said.
Will be on the new ESPN. I don't know what. Direct to customer service that drops later. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're doing a new. What we just said.
Did we just say that? My bad.
Yeah, they still gonna have the PLEs, but it ain't been pay-per-view in forever. It's just switching over to It's just switching over to
That's right.
ESPN junk. Hey, I'm about through with WWE too, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. But I ain't made my full hiatus. I'm about done with them just like I'm about done with Twitter.
What's that series they've been putting out where they doing behind the scenes, showing all the meetings and stuff like that?
It's been getting mixed reviews, man.
What do you think about it? Do you like knowing all that stuff?
I mean, I know that stuff exists, but I don't want that type of detail to it. Not when I'm watching, not about a product I'm currently watching, bro. Tell me about something y'all did 20, 30 years ago. Don't tell me about nothing I'm watching right now, and I'm seeing everybody all chummy. I mean, I know that's how the industry goes, but I don't want to see that now. I don't want to see that for current stories.
Yep.
Tell me why all your black wrestlers are played by Samoans. Tell me that. Tell me why the Samoans are acting as black people.
And why all your black wrestlers
don't exist.
Number one, either don't exist or they are
Samoan
clowns.
Yeah,
they portray them as clowns.
Yeah, tell me that. That's what I want to know. Why can't black wrestlers be black wrestlers? Why the Samoans got to play the black wrestlers? But yeah, we'll talk about somebody else who does a lot of cosplay when we come back from Inside the Same Brain. I'm gonna get tore up one day for this take, but yeah, we'll talk about that and more when we come back from on Enter the Same Show. See y'all in a minute.
In the heart of the Highland Strip for 27 years, Trilogy Tattoo has helped tell stories for Memphians for generations. Located at 530 South Highland, Richie and his team are waiting to help you tell yours.
From tattoos to piercings, your body art should be as unique as you are. Voted a Memphis Flyer top 3 tattoo shop in the city of Memphis since day one. Your story will be safe here at Trilogy Tattoo.
Open 7 days a week, Monday through Saturday, 11 to 11, and 3 to 11 on Sundays. They have convenient times waiting on you. Let Trilogy Tattoo help you tell your story.
All the best golfers in the world, 69 of the top 70 in the world, are coming here for the FedEx St. Jude Championship.
I'm disappointed in Rory.
Rory's not here. Yeah, he's the one that decided not to come because he does not like children.
I don't know.
You don't know about that?
I don't know that side of it. I'm not going that far, but like any other sport, or we talk about
hates puppies too.
that as professionals, we have a job to do, and you have a responsibility to the game. It doesn't bode well for the game for your top player to just
skip a playoff event.
Skip the first leg of it and just like, I'm good.
I don't need it.
I'll see y'all next week.
Yeah.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Look, the Lakers, they have Luka. Luka's a top 3, top 5 at worst player in the entire world. But they're just not built for long term yet.
Right.
Now, could we?
Could they be? Could they be? Absolutely. Right.
Could they ship LeBron out and start working towards the future? Absolutely. But you look right now at the Spurs. I just look at that team and go, they are so built. Like, there's no team that's better built for the future.
No.
If Dylan Harper,
oh my gosh,
if he is able to do what Stephon Castle did, then we can look at them like we're looking at the Thunder right now. And that's what the Spurs are doing. They're building very similarly to the way the Thunder built through the draft, making the right decisions. So for me, hands down, it's the Spurs.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Kenny Stubblefield, there is a YouTube page called AI Hip Hop in Motion on YouTube that they take people telling stories and they put AI cartoons to it to kind of reenact what happened.
It's so good.
And I love this page, bro. And they're telling a story about a infamous story about an encounter between Tupac Shakur and, of all people, Michael Jackson, Kenny Stubblefield. Let's play that video. Hope it's gonna get us banned, but let's play this video and we'll discuss it after it's over.
Watch Quincy Jones' daughters grow up.
Hold on.
4 years later, Tupac is dating one of the daughters.
They're having a party. Michael Jackson's there. Kadada is sitting on Mike's lap.
Tupac comes out the party.
He comes in, he see Kadada Jones. That's what he's fucking Kadada.
Disrespect. Like, bitch, shut up. Come the fuck on. Shut the fuck up and get in the car.
Grab Kadada's arm. Mike grabbed her arm.
Mike stepped to him. Yo, you can't talk to her like that.
And Mike said, watch out, cut. You still got to handle with my sister, homie.
He was like, Mike, mind your fucking business. Mike was like, fuck no. That's like my niece. You ain't gonna just talk to her like that.
Pac swing. Mike duck it. Mike give him a left. Boom. He give him a left. Pac karate kick. Yeah, Mike block the kick. Yeah. They go to the ground. Squabble. We come break it up. Mike got grass in his perm. And Pac got like himself.
Michael Jackson beat his ass.
They say Mike beat him up, but I said Pac swung first. Mike's 6'2", nigga. It's Joe Jackson's son.
Joe beat that ass. And Joe was a hard rock. Remember, this man grew up in Gary, Indiana. You know about them small little towns?
Gary, Indiana, that's down the street from Chicago. The mob. That's where the mob at.
Tupac loved to fight, but he can't fight.
Because Pac loved to fight. He can't fight, but he loved to fight. So they hugged it out. But they were saying, Mike beat up Tupac. I said,
But look at the content of his records. Listen to the shit he's saying. You want to be starting something, nigga?
Mike,
beat it. You're talking about beating ass right there.
Bro, that's been crazy, bro. Hey, I believe everything about this story too, bro.
Did you know Michael Jackson was 6'2"? I had no clue he was that big.
Tell you tall. Yeah, he tall. Cause you can look at his brother Jackie, who's tall as shit, and Mike right there with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh man, bro, that's just so crazy, bro.
They said Tupac loved to fight, but he couldn't fight.
The man said that he said that basically, if y'all didn't catch the beginning of it because it was kind of messed up, but with StreamYard or whatever, basically Quincy Jones' daughter was like Michael Jackson's play sister.
Right. And
she was sitting in Michael Jackson's lap. Tupac saw that and felt a way about it, confronted her about it. And Mike was like, man, leave her alone. And they just got to scrap it. I said, Michael Jackson beat Tupac ass. Oh, God. Oh, man. Y'all know I got this theory, bro, that Tupac was acting. The whole, what we call Tupac was him in character, bro. But, people,
do you really? I've never heard that before.
Yes, bro. Yes. Thug Life Tupac was an act, bro. He was an actor.
Wasn't he like a poet and wasn't he like a stage performer and stuff like that?
Yeah, man. Go look up Tupac high school interview and tell me how that turned into Thug Life. Go look that up on YouTube. Go look up Tupac in high school and tell me how that guy turned into Thug Life. And go watch Tupac. Go watch Juice again and be like, oh shit, this ain't Tupac. This ain't who I thought. Yes, man, he was a theater kid, man. Tupac was acting. Thug Life across his stomach. Tupac was acting, bro. The man was certain words I'm not gonna use, but stop. Like the illusion they've created for Tupac is not real, bro.
Wow.
Like that's why when the whole Kendrick and Drake beef was going on, right? I was like, bro, fuck out of here, bro. You California niggas kill me, bro. Like y'all have immortalized Tupac. This man was acting, bro. This man was a Hulk Hogan ass character, bro. Anyway,
make some damn good music though.
Yeah, for sure. That's all that matters. That's what I be telling people. Quit trying to act like these dudes, like all these dudes are acting, bro. They're Drake, Kendrick, Tupac, all of them. They're acting, bro. They're playing a part. You're not that good. You're not, you know what I mean? Just like my guy James Dukes. I ain't worried about James robbing me, man. He's an artist. You know what I mean? Like he's a genius. Like you ain't both at the same time, bro. You're an artist, bro. But anyway, Yeah, that's
a funny
hey,
story.
John said they should have done a song behind it.
He might have. Michael Jackson might have been like, "Hey."
Oh man, that story is so wild, bro.
That's a funny story.
Oh man. Hey, I'm saying I ain't worried about James robbing me, but that man do like he got hands.
Yeah, he got hands. Yeah. Hey, for real though, growing up, that man was such a hooper, man. He was such a ball player. That man could jump out of the. He was so good.
He looked like he was hooper though. Hey, I heard this too, man. The word is that MJ was forever ordering buckets of KFC. Yeah, I heard that too. That Michael Jackson was addicted to KFC. Used to have just buckets of this shit on hand at all time, man. Like, you want some KFC?
Gave Bubbles a 3-piece because he bit somebody. Who's Bubbles?
The orangutan. The
oh, is that his chimpanzee? He's
yeah,
3-piece.
Yep. Yeah, man. Y'all have created this image of Tupac, man. Man, it was a whole character on y'all, bro. Anyway, I'm gonna let that ride, man. Y'all get mad. That's how I talking about that. Tupac the Great. Just let the man be a great artist and a poet, man. He ain't got to be a thug. We like his music. I'm sorry. John said, "Wait till we find out that they really both still alive and just been working on a double CD." That should be hard. Oh man. Hey, we about to get up out of here, man. We're gonna see y'all tomorrow. For Kenny Stubblefield, this is Anthony Sain. Shout out to our guest, James Dukes, aka I Make Mad Beats of Unapologetic. Congratulations on those guys for 10 years doing their thing and making some magic happen and shining some light here in the city of Memphis, man. For Kenny Stubblefield, like I said, this is Anthony Sain. We will see y'all tomorrow, man, and we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to the Bluff City Media YouTube page. We'll see you back here next time.